Game 2 was pretty sketchy. I was like,
Yeah, the key.
I probably should have mulliganed out in retrospect, but at the time I was like I have a man land that starts hitting for 2 on turn 4, which is really stupid when I say it out loud.
But like in all fairness, like Tim gave you time to draw out of it, so like in like how the match played out, maybe going to 6 would have been better, but you know.
So this Evo deck is very sweet.
Yeah.
It's been a favorite of Brent. Brent seems to enjoy playing it, which can't be said much of many of the modern decks. But it's fun to commentate on. People seem to enjoy watching it played. So
Brent has 5 lands and a Wall of Roots and a Voice of Resurgence.
That's a little bit sketchy, but I think he'll probably keep.
He did. Yeah, he did already. What are Foothills? Patch going to 19. Because I bought them at the price they came out, and now they're really cheap.
Brandon and I were joking in round 1, our games, or it was round 2, one of the rounds, that our meta for Sunday Nights could devolve into like more and more garbagey decks. I'm like, oh, what'd you bring this week? Curses.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
No, I like the black red vampires. I like seeing new decks. They're fun for me to commentate on. So especially both black red vampires and spaghetti roulette.
Yep. No, I'll probably keep this around for a week or 2 at least.
Yeah. Bringing in Sacred Foundry. Off of his Wooded Foothills, we have an Heir of Falcon Wrath on Patrick's side.
That's a flip vampire.
Yep.
Patrick is like so lazy when it comes to deck building. All his decks are in black sleeves, but like a third of this deck is like. Okay, usually he just uses Ultra Pros, which, you know, that's fine, but sometimes when they're different batches, they're slightly different sizes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a third of this deck is in glossy dragon shields.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it. He's like,
just like, God damn it, Patrick. Like, I know you wouldn't cheat or give a shit, but like, come on, man.
So we see a Wall of Roots over on Brent's side. Patrick is just laughing maniacally to himself like Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, he loves playing this deck.
Yeah.
The Wall of Roots was a inclusion that Brent and I decided on from last week.
Did you take out Wall of Omens?
We took out 2 Wall of Omens because the deck had 61 cards. Brent had a bit of trouble drawing lands, which isn't going to be a problem in this game. But and he wanted one more Mana Source, which is fair because most of us play Horizon Campy. And like,
so he played. So that basically he played the card that gave all of his vampires madness.
Yep.
And then he discarded the Stormcrook Condemned to get a madness
to flip the air
thing.
Yep. He's discarding the Urborg to give his guys +1/+1.
So Brent's down to 15 because he also discarded the Urborg to.
The Wall of Roots is particularly potent in this deck because it provides 2 mana towards your courts.
Yep.
You can put the counter on it once per turn, but like either player's turn, or like both of them, I guess. What I'm trying to get at, and you can also tap it for the Convoke.
We see Kitchen Finks over there on Brent's side.
And that's probably game for Patrick. I don't think he can beat Kitchen Finks. Like, and those counters on the Wall of Roots are -0, -1 counters. That might be relevant if Brent draws one of his Gavnies. Or his Gavney. I can't remember if there's 1 or 2 still in there.
There are 2 Gavnies in there.
Okay.
So Patrick's thing is like, I have a collective brutality. Is it time to get a bit brutal? So let's see what he's got over here on Patrick's side. What's he gonna do?
I mean, like, it's a bit of a no-brainer because it's to throw away a bunch of vampires. Gets to throw away a vampire and potentially cast it for free.
Yeah.
To like, kind of
kill
the Finks. Not really.
Though. He just has a lightning bolt in hand.
That's
and
awkward.
Another spell that I do not know the art of off the top of my head.
What does it look like? It's probably a garbage vampire. Oh, it's a Stormkirk Noble or whatever it is. Not Noble. Captain.
So
it gives all of his vampires +1/+1 first strike.
And he's coming with all his vampires. +2/+2 first strikers.
Yep, because he discarded it.
So
that's actually quite the scary clock.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is Evo deck doing the Revel Arc combo? I'll let Travis answer that. There isn't a Revel Arc in it.
There's a Revel Arc. It's not the body double one though, I don't think. Yeah, no, there's no infinite combo. The combo of choice for this one is Kiki Resto. No, it's not doing our Angel of Thune stuff either.
So Bryn is pathing the Vampire Lord that was just on the battlefield.
It's playing the Kiki because Kiki works really well with like Voice of Resurgence, and the deck has a whole bunch of comes out play effects that even if you don't draw your restos to just close up the game, he's a very potent card.
So that Kitchen Finks has persisted and has come back and is
Gained Burn 2 more life.
Yeah, so he's at 14. He took 4 off the Air of Falcon Wrath.
He's looking in a bit better shape than I expected after that attack.
Yeah, that path on the Lord was very, very good there.
If you're gonna play Malira combo, I'd recommend you just play Abzan Company. But Brennan's digging out set of dice number 3 because he's got Gavney. Oh yes, the dream of having multiple kinds of counters in play on your guys on stream.
Let's put a counter on this guy.
Activate Gavney, which resets the Finks. For those of you who don't know, the way -1/-1 counters and +1/+1 counters work is the same way matter and antimatter works. They end up on the same general area. They annihilate each other.
Yeah. This seems really good for Bryn.
Yeah. I don't think Patrick has anything to do with that.
No.
Boop. He's got 3 Rakdos charms. That's something.
So he's going down to Bryn's going down to 11.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ultimately, if Bryn doesn't have an answer to these things, the flyers,
they're gonna overwhelm him.
They're gonna
but
overwhelm him. There's a bop though.
He's got a bird that's gonna get really big because of the Gavney.
Yeah, they're talking about the Panthers like to think I'm scared. Yeah, 1 + 1 -1 -1 equals.
Exactly.
How's it going, Jigoku? I want to thank everyone who's coming out and joining us tonight. The magic goes on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bryn's coming out with the Kitchen Finks. Patrick's just gonna take it, I imagine.
Like a chump.
He has a bolt in his hand, but it does nothing. He's probably gonna bolt the bop.
Yeah. That makes the most sense. Alternatively, he could try and get like the Finks down and then wait for bait Bryn to Gavning it and killing it in response to that.
That could be another line, yeah.
Yeah, Bryn is sitting on Voice Resurgence, which is kind of scary maybe. But like it's tough to say. Bolting the birds definitely opens up the skies like for right now. Getting the Kitchen Finks is more appropriate if he's going to try and, or if he expects the game to go a lot longer.
Yeah.
But if he's thinking that he can close it out in like 2-3 turns, getting the birds is probably the correct play.
Yeah. So if he blows up the birds,
mm-hmm.
and then next turn he could possibly swing in for 8 in the air,
mm-hmm.
which would make it so that he has enough then to, because he could just let the Finks through.
Yeah, he doesn't care about
the
damage.
3. Yeah.
Bryn probably wouldn't swing with the Finks. He'd hold back to prevent Patrick from attacking with the other guy.
Yeah.
The strong Kirk Noble, maybe.
Yeah. No blocks. Patrick's going to 16. Or Bryn's thinking, like, do I pump the team?
Something that Patrick knows Bryn has in his deck, and he's got to be very careful not to get blown out by, is like Resto Angel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Patrick plays Calastria Highborn.
In the sideboard, I believe.
Yeah, he plays 2 in the sideboard.
It's a little bit too mana intensive with all the other stuff that's going on. With all discarding cards and paying mana costs and such. Or madness costs. Did you read the deck thing for Patrick's?
No, I actually haven't.
It's good.
Seems Patrick has finally managed to manifest his blood fetish into a deck filled with vampires and lands completely containing the word blood. This looks like an aggro deck, which is good because it is. Lots of small creatures with a few tribal and madness. How appropriate synergies mixed in an unorthodox burn suite to close out the game. Just don't play it out of the sun. Your foils might curl. You know, this one actually had a much nicer one than
the Dragon
Control. Dragon one did. This one, this one does things.
Yeah, I like writing the deck things for like these garbage decks. It's a lot more fun than just saying like it's like Jund but with blue instead of red.
Yeah.
It's Jund with white instead of red.
Let's see what Patrick's got here.
What you got, Patrick?
What you got for us, Patrick? What little trick do you have up your sleeve right now?
I'm a little bit skeptical he's playing an aggro deck, and he's like I do like. I think I'd like to see a 4 lightning bolts and like 3 fiery tempers maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's running 2 lightning bolts and 4 fiery tempers.
Yeah.
And the 2 lightning axes. So maybe like cut one lightning axe and one fire temper for a pair of bolts, just because it's more unconditional. But it has a kitchen finks in land, or a
2 stomping grounds and
the
a foothills.
2 foothills and stomping grounds, I believe. He's got 3 red-green lands.
Yeah. The bird's in front. So bird's down. He takes 3, goes to 8. I think his plan was to keep on that lightning bolt back, which I actually think is kind of a good line to follow.
That's
here.
fine.
Yeah.
And generally, holding your bird until you have to use it is a good play.
That's collective brutality. Collective brutality.
Bryn does also have a variety of 5-drops, actually, not just the Resto Angel. He's got the Revelark. Actually, I think Thragtusk is on the sideboard, I believe. Yep. And there's a Cigar, the Host of Heroes in the main, because that thing's impossible to kill.
So Bryn is at 10. So what happened was he did a collective Defiance, giving the kitchen fix -2/-2 with the persist thing, and then before he had a chance to untap with it, he
bolted the Finks.
He
finish
bolted
off.
the Finks, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And Kiki, yes. And he's got Rurik Thar at 6 and Elish Norn at 7.
The Rurik Thar was very good against Tim in that game.
I mean, Tim was pretty boned that game.
Yeah.
Regardless of what Bryn played, but he really just like, hey, you don't get to do anything anymore. It's worth noting that in your evolution decks, you don't necessarily need to have like a lump of creatures at every, or like a curve for your evolutions.
Crew fix seems pretty good here.
Yep, gives him a nice grindy game plan, gives him some life, which
he
is what
does
he
have
probably.
Land as well.
Yeah, which won't like. It'll gain him 1 life net, I guess. Not any more than a regular land.
Yeah, when he just did the stomping grounds.
Yeah. It also lets him shuffle if he decides he doesn't want that chord, which.
That's actually a 12, not 14.
Kind of dubious. But yeah, your evolution decks, because it can find CMC2 equal to 2 plus the sack creatures or less, you can just play like a whole bunch of 4-drops if you decide that your 5-drops are a little bit lackluster. Who doesn't want to play Thragtusk?
So he's fire tempering, and vampires get a game. He swings him for 8 in the air as Bryn is at 7. And that is... The vampires took 1.
I don't know what to say.
You know, I think it's inevitable.
Patrick
Sometimes
is like...
He's giddy.
Yes. He is elated.
You know, I'm happy for him. You gotta be, right? You just gotta be.
Bryn said, well, he was watching us play. He's like, I really hope that Vampires wins 1 game tonight.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, it's not going to be against me.
Yeah.
Unless I flip an Emrakul, but... So that's on you, Bryn.
Yeah. Alright, so what do you think? Bryn doesn't even know what to sideboard here,
What?
so...
He's going to bring in, like, his Engineer Explosives, and his Lightning Helixes, and his Obstinate Bailoff, and his Thragtusk.
Yeah.
And, like, probably his Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah.
And maybe his he has a ton of sideboard options.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I probably wouldn't bring the Thragtusk. It's a little bit slow. I'd definitely bring the Bailoff and the Scooz, though. Scooz is really good against the Bloodghasts. Yeah. And it's an instant life gain. Definitely bring the Helixes. I'm not sure if I'd bring in 2 explosives. It depends on what stuff he wants to pull out.
Yeah.
But I think I'd probably want at least 1. Alright,
and Mono Vampires. So we have 3 Fulminated Mages, 2 Class 2 Hybridons, 1 Kulgan's Command, 2 Lilies, 3 Rakdos Charms, and 4 Thoughtseizes.
I don't think Patrick could bring the Thoughtseize. I mean, like, he might, but I don't think he should. He'll probably bring in Rakdos Charm off the off chance that he, like, gets to get Bryn while Bryn's doing, like, Kiki Resto.
Yeah.
That's kind of stupid, but, like, whatever. I guess it does have it is flexible in that can his graveyard in response to a Finks trigger or an Eternal Witness or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him bringing the Command or the Highborns just for a bit more grind.
Yeah.
The Highborns in particular can make for some really lose-lose situations for Bryn where Patrick just like jams his Bloodghast and he's like, well, do I block and take 2 or do I like kill them and take 2 and watch you play land and get them back, right?
Man, as I'm just going through this, the price of Lily online is insane.
Yep. I also wouldn't be surprised to see him bring in... he's bringing 2 Rakdos Charms, looks like.
Do y'all have a 4-way EDH Magic Knight? We actually don't. He brings in stupid grindy value lights and hopes card quality is good enough. Renga, you are probably right. I need to finish my Fungus Humongous deck and play that again. Which Lily? Obviously, Liliana Vess. The value on that one is just so good. So he's bringing in Obstinate Baloth, Engineered Explosives, Lightning Helix, and I missed the last one.
Are you sure it's not Liliana of the Dark Realms?
Maybe. He's taking out Kiki. He's taking out...
Revelork, Kiki, Witness, Spellskite, and like other things. Which is fair, because his sideboard cards are all just like big things that Patrick can never kill that gain him a bunch of life.
Yeah. He says he wants to get Elish Norn out against vampires, because then it's just like...
Patrick's creatures can't survive.
Yeah.
Ever. Probably 15 cards.
You need a whole transformative sideboard.
Yeah.
It's like those assholes that build 2 sealed decks. And then they're like, just you wait, you sideboarded against this, but here is my this.
Yeah. No, Last Hope Lily is worth a couple bucks, but nowhere near what Veil's worth.
It's insane.
I remember back in my day when I bought them for $10.
I'd have kept that Kiki and that Lark and that Witness for sure.
Brandon isn't looking to play the combo game or whatever. He's just going to play big fat things to gain life.
Yeah, I think
he knows that Patrick's deck probably doesn't have the reach to keep up with him.
It's inefficient. Like Patrick's deck, he won there, but this deck is very inefficient in.
I could see an argument for keeping like one of those, like maybe the Kiki for the grind, but he's probably already better at that. Maybe the Revelork because it's another flyer. Also grinds, but again, he's still better at that. And like the Witness, Patrick's already bringing Graveyard Hate because he probably thinks that Brent has a ton of Kitchen Finks, so.
How many is he running?
1.
Even better. That's great.
That might be because Brent said, I think I might want a second Kitchen Finks, and I talked him out of it because the other 3 were in my John sideboard, and I don't have 1 and 4. So.
Just gonna force. We're gonna see a Noble Hierarch over on Bryn's side, which is pretty good.
That's a good point. Kiki Finks does seem pretty good, but.
So on Patrick's turn, he's bolting. They're just going through.
It's like, you can't do that whenever you want. Patrick's like, fuck you, so I'm doing my turn.
Yeah.
It's your turn again.
We're gonna see a Voice of Resurgence.
Yep, that's bad for Patrick. Even 1/1's trades surprisingly well, the majority of his creatures, so.
Air Falcon Wrath. We're in the single target dancing. Now Bryn has, I see he has Voice of Resurgence coming in. He goes to 18. It looks like he has an Engineered Explosives in hand.
That's good. Yep.
3 basics.
Explosives.
1 each color.
Explosive, Path, Gavany, and Stomping Ground, it looks like.
Bryn has evolved.
Yeah, it was optimal this turn for Bryn to play a Stomping Ground, but then he wouldn't get to have 1 of each of his basics in play.
Yeah.
Which isn't quite as impressive with some other decks, because since he plays 3/4.
Yeah.
It's a little bit cheating.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Everything's a swamp now, so there are no swamps in addition to their basic lands.
Oh, Bryn's going to tap and like cast Bring to Light and just scape shift
I think
Patrick.
Voice is banned in this match unless you turn 2 Voice, turn 3 Evolution to Pia. I could definitely see that.
Like, it's not great, but the potential to do that is you know, definitely what you want from the deck. Also, being able to like potentially trade with a vampire and still have another guy, even if it's just a chump blocker, can be fine. Give him that extra turn, the extra 3 life, or whatever he needs to stabilize.
Alright, let's see when Patrick, he hasn't swung in yet. Because we're going to see.
Do you know vampires used to be a viable standard deck, kind of? Like tier 2?
You know, that's cool. Don't most vamps fly? Actually, a lot of them in Innistrad don't. They're too busy on the ground fucking.
Yeah, only Falcon Wrath vampires really fly, I think, and then some like the rarer ones from other families, I guess there.
Back in my day, vampires wore glitter and walked to school. It's not that long ago, Jigoku.
Yeah.
It's going to 16.
That was only like 7 years ago.
10 even. That's when Twilight first started coming out because I was in high school.
Yeah, I know, I was in like junior high. I guess like it was like 8-ish, 7 or 8, when it started getting really big, right?
Yeah.
They did the movie and stuff.
So, what do we got? So, Stompground coming in for 2. I mean, not 2. He's coming in tap, sorry. X is 0.
Yeah, Falcon Wrath Aristocrat was an awesome card. The Aristocrats deck that was in standard when that was legal was so much fun.
So he's changing it to 2 because flip cards have now that they have the CMC of their opposite side.
Yep. Like engine explosives would be such a blowout if they weren't.
Yeah.
Because they used to just be 0. He'd be like, yeah, I'll kill all those for like nothing. For 2 mana. Good.
I think it's 2, yeah.
Yep, no, that's what we were talking about.
I think it's a good change. I think it's a sensible change. It makes sense. Rex Dart Eskimo Spy. That's a cool name. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the goddamn table.
Sorry, I don't dance or flex or anything like that.
I just point.
Mm-hmm. I say the thing if you're not here.
Yeah.
But let's... Patrick hasn't even declared attacks, and Bryn's like, I would like to block here, please. You can discard an Insolent Neonate to buff his team.
Yeah.
It's 4/7.
Goes to 9.
Bloodghast trades with the voice. Oh, Bryn's gonna draw his own. He's not gonna use my goat that's vomiting blood.
There it is.
Yay!
Blood Goat's back. So getting out P and Kieran would actually be pretty nice here.
Yep. If you just slam P and Kieran, that put him in a, like, not a great position, but it'd definitely make him feel more comfortable.
Alright, that guy's been exiled. Bryn is, you know.
I'd be surprised if that was the case. Bryn doesn't usually tilt. Sometimes he does, especially when playing against Patrick. But because you know how you and Patrick kind of like resonate with each other. Bryn's like the opposite. He has like negative waves where Patrick has positive ones, and then it's like it just makes Patrick's waves happen to be Bryn's like resonant frequency, and he starts to shake and get tilted.
Justin, non-magic related question. Someone is trying to get me to come back to World of Warcraft for not playing since Wrath of Lich King. I've actually heard that it's really good right now. That Legions is very good.
Another question was directed towards me. There's a guy at my work who's been speaking several people at my work actually have been speaking very highly of Legion, or whatever the newest one is. But from the point of view of like a life coach, there's better things to do with your time.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see. So a lot of vampires die here.
Yep. Explosives.
So he's coming in for 5 right now, because instantly this neonate guy's a 1/1, right?
Well, yes, initially.
So he takes 2 and he goes to 7.
Okay, Bryn would draw. Oh, he's got another vampire guy.
Oh, the Stromkirk Condemned.
Yeah, sure.
P and Kieran, that's really good right
there.
That
was fantastic. He draw
and
that?
now, no, he's had it in his hand for a while.
Okay.
He did the explosives now, though, because that seems pertinent.
Yeah. No, being able to like 3 or 4 for one your opponent is great.
Yeah. That might be enough to at least stabilize in a way that he's... Okay, so now...
he just has to kind of sit here.
Land, so...
Bryn needs to just kind of sit here. He can push a bit of offense, but he wants to definitely stay defensive enough that he doesn't just get blown out by Patrick, like playing a Bloodghast, playing a land game, back a Bloodghast, having a burn spell.
Yeah. Now just start acting Gavany.
Mm-hmm.
Go vampires. You know, vampires are exciting.
The underdog.
That 4/4 elemental, though, is a nice big thing.
Yeah, I was reading Jeff Hoogland's article on when he initially made this deck. And his initial thought was like, I want to play Eldritch Evolution. What's bad? What's that bad against? Counter spells. What's really good against counter spells? Voice of Resurgence. We'll put 4 of those in the
Is that
deck.
an Ewit that he has in his hand?
Maybe.
He's coming with a 4. Patch is going to 14. Have a good one, Ben. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, have a good night, man. But yeah, and he said one of the plays he kept coming back to in his testing over and over again because it was so good was turn 2, voice, turn 3, evolve it into PA and Kiran.
I'm making an Abzan Delirious Odric deck in Standard because Crypt of the Right helps a lot with mana fixing as well, so it's trying to get a dual land, you know?
Sounds like a decent
As long as you
plan.
just get that Abzan and start going nuts. Rip a Resto, please rip a Resto.
I mean, just because they're bad doesn't mean people don't play them Jigoku. What's the Black Vampire he hasn't played? That's a Bloodghast Android. I expect you to know that one.
And the other one's the Stromkirk Condemned.
That I've called by like 3 different names.
Discard, I think it's Stromkirk Condemned.
See, I've got you doubting it now.
Yeah. It's discard a card. All vampires you can get +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate this only once per turn.
I'm actually kind of surprised he only plays 3 of those.
I think it's because he was missing one.
We got 4 of one at the store from today.
Nice.
He was pretty happy about that.
Alright, so let's see. So we're going to see probably a Gavany Township activation here.
Yep. I mean, like, he doesn't have any... Oh, he's got Resto in his hand?
I see an Eternal Witness for sure.
I thought I saw white.
I think it's white. I think it might be a Resto. Pumping the whole team.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Yeah, there's that Resto. So those 2 die. He takes 1, goes to 6. No, goes to 5, sorry, because it was pumped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Resto is really good.
Yeah. He is still only at 5, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, during that P and Kiran. He's got Witness in hand. Like... 4. We're just doing some math here, seeing if he can alpha Patrick. Yeah, he's got it. Hey, Waffle House, how's it going?
Yeah, Bricket's looking for 19.
He's got 12 on board plus 5.
Yeah.
Really, only 12? Are there more in the 2 Thopters? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
4, 7.
Isn't it like 17?
They might have I just heard what I heard from them. So yeah, Resto's a 3/4.
Yeah.
So it's 4 plus.
It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the counter, 13 for P and Kiran, plus 2, plus 2.
17. Yeah, 17. All right.
I mean, that's still more than enough to kill Patrick, but...
Vampires down. How's it going, Waffle House? We're going to game 3 of Vampires.
I don't understand how a place where you could just go and they give you waffles would ever go out of business. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, Pale Drake. Grimflayers are pretty pricey right now, but the Mornwillow is good to just hold until you can, you know, get them one day.
They're a good card, for sure. I've tested them a little bit in Jund, and they've, like, not enough to have a conclusive opinion of them, but I think they're pretty okay. No, he's not playing any force.
Patrick was de-sideboarding because he forgot that he won the first one. He's like, I won the first one? What? Yeah. We're going to game 3, and Patrick being on the play is very advantageous here, so...
I mean, this is what he wants.
Yeah. But here's what we're going to see. We're going to see a Voice of Resurgence into an Evolution, into a P and Kieran, and then he'll just cast an Elish Norn. That's all I want. Anytime Elish Norn resolves, I'm happy, because she's my fucking bae.
Yeah, but Patrick's going to respond to the Evolution by popping his Bloodstained Mind, Fire Water Grave, and negate it.
Alright, I think everyone has joined us tonight for some Magic. I think we probably are going to squeeze in one more match, I imagine.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what it's going to be. Tim's gone.
Make Patrick Burn play something stupid. Or not. Let's see what you guys want, I guess. I could play Burn.
Patrick's my best chat is thinking this is the best deck ever. He has a fan in Syrio, so that's all that matters.
No, quite a few people in chat have been cheering for Vampires, so lucky him.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a donation in it.
We did.
Nice.
Patrick is mulliganing his hand, which makes total sense considering it's 5 lands and 2/2 drops.
Yeah, Patrick was complaining after his games against me about the land count, saying maybe he should go down past 23, which I think is very fair. That's what Bryn's on, and he's playing like
Maybe it would also help if
what 6 mana dorks, I guess.
he shuffled his deck. I don't believe in pile shuffling.
It's not shuffling.
It's pile counting.
It's not even like pile. It's just counting.
Yeah.
But like, if he's shuffling his deck properly, he should get hands like that 5 lands.
That's true.
So
you should get just pure randomization.
Yep. Sometimes you should draw 7 lands.
Yeah. I've heard stories of people playing at like limited events in your opponent would like just mana weave. They're like, and then shuffle and then pile. And you're just like, stop, you insane person.
That's when you call a judge and they come over and they're like, hey, so like, you're cheating or you're wasting time.
Yeah. Ideal game for Bryn is turn 1. Yeah, ideal game for Bryn is turn 1 bird, Finks, evolution to Revelark, evolution to Elish, with Rev getting Finks, bringing back his, yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
That'd be so sick.
I doubt that Patrick would let the bird resolve.
Yeah.
Or like live. It'd resolve for sure. But
yeah, that would definitely resolve, but it would not survive.
I got the chance to play my Phage EVH deck against the newer EVH players, and they're like, oh, so like you can't, like that's really interesting. I'm like, yeah, like I can't play my commands. And they're like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, this is the game. They're like, oh, so how do you do it? It's fun. I didn't tell them they got to see it evolve over the course of a game.
Yeah. 2 cards, 1 land is the best way to shuffle your deck? Yeah, I agree, Jigoku.
We had a fun time looking up the Oracle text on Nether Void to prove them I could just let my Phage get countered and have it go to my graveyard. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I think Bryn's taking a damage.
He is, yeah.
Yes, just needs to survive 1 turn. That is how you win a game of Magic usually, is just surviving 1 more turn until your opponent can't survive.
Yeah.
Just don't die until you win.
Or Falcon Wrath. So what we're going to probably see is he's probably going to discard the Fiery Temper and burn whatever Bryn puts out, assuming Bryn puts out something.
Yep. So you got Chord and Explosives. I think that's a Selfless Spirit. And like some other stuff.
Bryn's going down to 18.
If I were playing that deck, I think something I might suggest to Bryn is cutting it down to 2 chords.
I think actually Patrick's only at 16, not 15. Because he only has 2 blood
Have I
crypts.
killed someone with who yet?
With Phage.
With Phage? Oh. I don't think so. I died during the day though.
Nice.
I tapped out the player and like 3 people like screwed around with train control of her, and then someone got and killed me, and I was like, okay.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just do the drop kick shuffle. Your opponent's deck drop 1 card and kick to the opponent's side and call judge. Oh, so it's like they're playing without 1 less card. There's that bop. So we're gonna see Air Falcon Wrath flipping with a Fiery Temper.
Yeah, kill the bird. That's pretty good for us. Path Exile, Selfless Spirit. My apologies. I don't imagine Bryn will have any reservations about pathing the Falcon Wrath.
Yeah, this turn.
Heir to Falcon Wrath. I remembered that one.
I wish I knew the other name.
I don't.
Yeah.
We can find out right now.
Yeah, but to me they're always just their first side.
Yeah. Finks will be known as Finksburg. Flip.
Is it Heir of the Night? Heir to the Night.
Heir to the Night.
That's a name.
That is a name of a vampire.
So the birds are getting Fiery Tempered. He's
They're-
pathing his own birds.
Yeah, I don't think he might not have any more land in his hand.
Yeah.
There's still also like guarantees from the ramp, which is much more important than the 3/2 flyer, I guess.
So Bryn's going to 14. Patrick's doing a striptease with a vampire. That sounds like Patrick.
If you read the deck description, this is his fetish.
It
So
is. He's pointing out to Bryn earlier that the cards, it's a blood crypt, and
Oh,
they're
yeah, yeah.
vampires. Yeah.
No, he's got his Blood EH deck where every card says like Blood in it or whatever.
It's gotten a lot better with the new Olivia.
Yes. Sometimes he just kills people. Hey, there's an Eldritch Evolution that Bryn can't play. Explosives on 1. Hey.
Pops it.
Yep.
Kills those guys.
Takes his 2 for 1.
Yep.
It's like he's got a chord in hand still.
Yeah, and he's missing
Maybe
his
2
land.
chords? 2 chords, 2 evolutions, and 1 other card. But yeah, I wanted to consider cutting a chord because they're a little bit awkward. Especially with only like 5 mana dorks and wall roots. Ooh, Lightning Helix is really good for him here though.
Can't cast it.
Just because he fetched like properly and just drew the wrong lands.
Yep.
Be better in Magic, Bryn.
I don't think this is going to go for Bryn.
I think it's taking 6 this turn, at least.
If he's able to get the Lightning Helix next turn, he can maybe stabilize a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of thematic decks, but so people play. That's to me my favorite part of EDH is building decks that follow a tribe or a theme.
I've had a couple of those. I had a Minotaur deck way back when. That was god awful. And I had a Fungus deck, which was pretty bad. But I did win quite a few games off of like Earthcraft combos, because that's fun.
So I think Brendan draw lands. I think Patrick's just winning this.
Mm-hmm.
Courser. It's not even a land.
Another evolution, sick.
Brendan's scooping it up, but he's going to let Patrick.
And if Patrick's trying to give Bryn an extra turn, Patrick can build more than 1 drops on his turn, I suppose. But
I think another thing was he was tapped out, and he wanted to not let any more madnesses happen.
yeah,
Maybe.
you want Patrick to, like, having Patrick madness or the vampire and draw a card off